sort of came to this team you grew up following?
Yeah, for sure. When my agent told me that they were interested and that this was a possibility, I just kind of made it like my number one priority. It was the only thing that I wanted to have happen, and just a few things had to fall into place, and I'm just grateful that everything worked out and I'm getting this opportunity.
Did you speak with your uncle Jay about this, or did you just leave him out of the discussions?
He just catches wind of this stuff because he's in the NBA, and this, everybody knows everybody, and not necessarily about the situation, but just, I asked him a couple of things, like what does he see, guys who are on the outside trying to make the team, what kind of things do they do and stuff like that. So just a little piece of advice that I can take with me.
I know you were obviously in camp with Minnesota before. You feel this is a much bigger and better opportunity to make the team?
Yeah, it's also different. I was just fresh out of school then, and now I have some more experience, and I just feel like there's a roster spot to be had, and whatever happens, my goal this year is to play in the NBA one way or the other. So that's kind of what I'm taking this year to do, and I'm just working hard every day.
You've been focusing on defense. I'm assuming that's what Coach Casey sort of pointed to as something you need to. They need to see, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not as fast or as athletic as these guys, but I worked hard all summer to get my body stronger, and just for me now it's just about being in the right places and showing that I can guard ball screens and guard my position. So I'm trying to do that every day.
In terms of committing to shoot for the NBA this season, I see you're only 26, but do you kind of see that not the last chance, but like kind of your best chance, that you had 2 good pro years in Europe and like this is it type thing?
Yeah, I think after this, I mean, there's rare cases where guys come over when they're older, and it happens more now that the European game is growing too, but it'll never be over till it's over. But like you said, yeah, this is obviously the most prime time for me to do it.
Was this a team, like, obviously with your history of growing up not far from Toronto, was this like not just any NBA team, it was the Raptors? Were there other options this year, or was this the one that jumped out at you because of?
I think there was, some other discussions, but like really once I heard that this was the potential landing spot, like all I wanted was for that to happen, because growing up watching them and just, seeing the franchise grow the way it did in Canadian basketball, I also just wanted to be close to home for a year. I haven't been home in like 7 years, with school and the last 3 pro seasons. So it's a huge benefit to be able to, go and see my mom and be near my family, and then obviously, have a chance to play with the team that I grew up watching.
How did the European game help you? Do you think it made you a better player?
I think just the last couple of years helped me just become more professional, understand how it works more. And Europe, obviously, I have a different role than I would here, and I was one of the starting players, and expected to do certain things there that I probably wouldn't be expected to do here. So just learning to embrace a role and do whatever the coaches or whatever the team asks of you, and that's the stuff that I learned.
And how do you balance it out? Everybody knows what a great shooter you are, but in terms of showing the other things that you can provide for this team, how do you balance that?
Yeah, luckily for me, I've been able to play a lot of point guard so far in the workouts in Toronto and then here, and that's something that I feel comfortable doing. But obviously, you feel more comfortable the more reps you get. So when I get an opportunity to do that, I just try to show that I can, run a unit, and then every chance I get to guard, when we do these breakdown drills and guard ball screens, I just show that I can, do that at a better pace.